Hey, and welcome back. I'm Nicholas Alexander Burke, and it's been a while since my last video. Get used to this shirt and this hat. I'm recording several videos and kind of putting them out at different points through December. But I can get into more. I can get more into that with tomorrow's video or something. Usually, my videos are scripted. I usually know what I'm gonna say. I've written everything out, but this one isn't. I just wanted to get on here and just kind of talk. Um, if you don't know, Jason David Frank had passed on November 19th. And if you aren't familiar with him, he was the original Green Ranger, the original White Ranger as well, in the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger series that originally debuted in the 90s. And he's gone on to play um, during his tenure as a Ranger. I believe it was five good Rangers. Good as in good versus evil. So he was the Green Ranger who started off as bad, but then became good. He became the White Ranger, became the Red Turbo Ranger, became the Red Zeo Ranger, became the Black Dino Thunder Ranger, and his last, I guess, official like license through whoever appearance as a Ranger was Lord Draken or Draken. I never say it right, which was an evil version of himself. And then of course he's been countless other Rangers and make countless appearances in a lot of fan made material too. So that's really cool that he made himself available like that. And as far as my collection goes, I don't have a lot of Power Rangers things, and I have four Ranger helmets. One of which is Lord Draken or Draken. I'm sorry if I mispronounced it. I have a Hasbro White Ranger figure, and I have a Hasbro Lord Draken figure as well. Sorry. Yeah, when I started collecting, I mostly focused on superheroes. But in the future, I am going to start getting more Power Ranger stuff when I get some more display cases behind me. But yeah, he passed, and I didn't know him personally. And when I first heard the news, it was sad, but I didn't realize how affected I was by it until time kind of progressed, and I realized that Jason David Frank as Tommy Oliver, the original Green Ranger, the original White Ranger, he was the first person I ever wanted to be before I wanted to be a superhero or anything else. He was the first hero I wanted to be as a kid, and that's crazy to think that my love for pop culture started with the Power Rangers. It started with him. And my parents were very strict about what I could watch when I was growing up, but they allowed me to watch Power Rangers, even though that show has so much violence in it. They allowed me to watch it, and that's all I knew. The first superhero I ever liked was Batman. I remember my grandfather, who's no longer with me, he got me the first wearable thing, superhero wise. It was a Batman mask and cape, and it came with some type of accessory. I barely remember it, but I remember that Batman was the first wearable thing I ever got from somebody. And Kevin Conroy, the most iconic voice of Batman, he's passed, and I realized like I'm at this age, not so much where my childhood heroes are passing, but more so I'm at an age that I can fully process it, and I'm at an age where I'm aware enough for those things to affect me. So Jason David Frank is Tommy Oliver really had a impact on my childhood. I remember my cousin, I was so jealous of him because he had a full White Ranger costume, mask, and everything. And I would go to his house, or at least my family's house that he lived at, and his room had all these toys, and a lot of them were Power Ranger toys. And retroactively, I can see where I probably was going to be a collector when I became me today. He had all these toys, and I mean, yes, kids want toys, but I think looking back, I can see that I didn't necessarily want toys to play with. I wanted toys to display. And he also had statues on which all you can do is display. You can't, really articulate a statue. So a lot of the things I do, the love I have for pop culture started with that series in the 90s and started with that character. So thank you, Jason David Frank, for inspiring me, but millions of other people, millions of other kids that are now adults. Thank you so much, and I'm happy that you're in a better sorry, I'm happy that you're in a better place and you're no longer suffering. And you're one of the reasons, if not the reason, I am into the stuff I am into now. I do the things that I do now, and rest in power. Thanks.